The NHL, the National Hockey League, has announced they're going to be having a new expansion team.
The NHL has announced that the Honolulu Hammerheads,
The Honolulu Hammerheads
will be the next expansion team. Honolulu? Honolulu.
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 Before Quebec City.
People of Hawaii.
How are we going to house a hockey team in the hottest state in the entire country?
So many better options for expansion.
Has been begging for representation in major sports for so long.
Honolulu can't have ice.
You know, I didn't even know they had ice in Honolulu.
One of the best places to expand currently.
Do the people of Honolulu even know what hockey is?
Where are we going with that? New general manager,
GM Ryan Rybread.
Ryan Rybread.
GM Rybread.
Who is this guy?
He's a dynasty builder, okay?
Where'd he come from?
I think they're going to prove a lot of people wrong.
This will be a failure of an experiment for the NHL. We do not need another Arizona Coyotes.
I am all in for it. I love the idea.
How's it going, everybody? Ryebrad here today, and we are back with your Honolulu Hammerheads here in season number 4. Hopefully we can make another playoff push. I know the offseason we didn't do a ton of free agency signings. Nobody really to make an immediate impact. We did most of that during the season last year. The only new face here is Akil Thomas on the 4th line. He's replacing Marchment, who we moved on from, and saved some money. So defensively, we're still going to rock the Carlo Girard pairing that was so good for us at the end of last season. Bean with Addison, and then Pettersson with Coughlin. Hopefully, Bean and Addison can gel together. I know they're both offensive defensemen, but I'm hoping that they can really help this middle six explode. And at least, again, for the start of the season, we're going to try Safronov on the line with Matthews and Benson. However, if it doesn't work, Yamamoto, we know we saw success with Yamamoto up there last season. He had career-high 27 goals, career-high 64 points. So Yamamoto, he's actually on the last year of his deal too. So he looks really, really good. A guy that can play anywhere on the top 9. So I'm keen to bring him back. A guy like Victor Olofsson, though, I think he's been fine for what he is. But at 30, you know, I feel like I'm fine with just moving on from him, letting him walk this offseason. But we do get the +5 with Benson, Matthews, Safronov, so I am going to try it again and hopefully see if they can gel this time, right? Last season, at the start of the season, they kind of got caved in. So I'm hoping that we can avoid that. And man, Beniers looks so good as an 88 medium elite at 22. He's going to have such a bright future. And speaking of bright future, we need to take a look at defensemen that are in the system. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sign Kiviharu. I know I asked you this at the end of the last episode, but I think he needs to be playing in the AHL. I know he's only a 66, but I'm worried about his lack of development, right? We drafted him in the 2024 draft, and I guess it's been one season since we drafted him, but the fact that he's only gone up like maybe 3-4 overall does concern me, and we easily have a spot for him down there in the AHL. Obviously, we got Byers and McCarty as well down there, so we'll be easily able to get Kiviharu to join that young group of players. And yes, we have to sign 2 defensemen here, but Kiviharu, where do you fit? Does he actually fits on the first line? Does he fits well with Day, so I guess I could get that with the +1. He is a 66, but I'm going to give it a try, and then we'll sign 2 AHL defensemen, and I think, yeah, we should be fine offensively. So we're going to sign 2 AHL defensemen and then jump into the simulation of the season. You guys did mention in the last one, too, that you want to see the playoffs at the end of the regular season episode, and I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. So I definitely think that I want to keep going, you know, when we make the playoffs. Ooh, this defender's got amazing passing. I'm going to go with Tuo Misto. We're going to give him 3 years because he's young, and of course, why not? Fits Gaspard Savard. I don't care where he fits Gaspard Savard's scheme. There's Vakanainen here. I'm trying to look for like some younger guys that, you know, the medium top 6ers that could be a 7th defenseman someday that are a bit younger. There's Nikita Okyotuk. He's a defensive defenseman. He looks all right. I would rather have a 2-way defenseman, though. Probably. Just see who's here. Santeri. Yeah, he's got a better defensive category, and he's still got the ability to do some offensive stuff. So Hataka will be the other guy that we end up signing for the AHL defensive. Tuo Misto and Hataka will round out the AHL squad there. A trade offer, I'm not trading Sharov, thank you. I'm pretty happy with our goaltending situation. I know we moved on from a lot of our goalies. There we go, and we are all set now. But I know we moved on from some of our goalies, but we really replenished the pipeline fantastically. And I do kind of want to play McCarty and Byers in their right spot. I mean, are they really, should I do something like that? Put them on the second line there? I'm not sure if I'm going to get a plus either way. We got Perlini, Hayden, Toropchenko, McCarty, Pedersen, Byers, Forsfall, Fitzgerald, Studenik, MacArthur, Gustafson, Tuft. Gustafson fits the second line. Would he get us a +1? He would. So if I flip-flop out Byers and then put Byers like on the... Yeah, there we go. Byers on the third line, McCarty on the second line, and then defensively we got Hataka, not Anderson. Hataka, Day, and Kiviharu. Tuomisto and Hataka, and then Anderson and Brustevich. Actually, if we put Hataka and Anderson together, that actually sounds like it will be the best. Plan of attack. Brustevich is still a minor league top 6. He's looking like he's pretty good, though. We're going to have to wait a little bit. I know he was a later end of the first round pick, and I was kind of hoping he would be up already, but I think we look pretty good here, and obviously the NHL stays the same. Nothing changed because we didn't sign anybody. So there we go. Guys, I'm excited for that second line again. That second line looks really, really good. But as I mentioned, the contracts that we have to look out for this season are Yamamoto, Olofsson, Addison is another guy, right? I like Addison a lot. He's on I think the second pairing right now. He could flip-flop with Pedersen and play on the third pairing if we needed him to, but I kind of like having the left-handed defenseman, Bean, Girard, and Pedersen on the left side there, and then Carlo with Addison and Coughlin. So we have left, and right. So we finally have a little bit of a balance. I know you guys mentioned that when I did the draft. I didn't have a very balanced defense, but we are ready to go. I'm going to sign the scouts because I like to do it early, get that little bit in here in mid-September, and then we'll jump in and we'll simulate the first month, check out how the first line does, and hopefully we can get off to a good start. We've officially assigned the scouts to go find us the next crop of talent. One of the things that I do want to keep in mind is the fact that we don't have a ton of picks. We've been moving around a lot, and we've been using our picks quite a bit to move and target players. So this season, we have a first, a second, and a third, and a sixth. We don't even have our own second. It's Calgary's second, but we may end up being better than Calgary, so that could be good. When you look ahead to next season, though, we look fine. We've got all of our picks, so it's one of those things, maybe taking some of the guys that, we don't really think are going to make the NHL anytime soon, or even guys like Norlinder, and getting some more of those mid-round picks, the thirds, the fourths, the fifths, the sixth, right? Get those back so we can start to target a few more players, or maybe we just don't end up making too many moves, because really, I'm satisfied with the way the team is and in the pipeline, right? The last draft was just so much talent that could end up being so good for us. So it's just one of those, I don't want to make too many more moves because we don't have a lot of draft capital per se to just throw around. But at least for now, we've got plenty of talent still on the team and in the system. But we are ready to get the season simulation underway, and we started with a 2-1 loss to the Chicago Black. That's unfortunate. I do not want Hyman for Sharov. We start the season 0-2-1. That's tough, but we do bounce back with a win against Nashville, so there we go. 2 seconds for Kopitar. Again, that's not the move I'm really looking to make. A 5-2 win there against Edmonton, 7-4 against the Rangers. Okay, so we started off slow with 3 losses to start the season, and then there's 2 more. Oh god, a 3-3-2. Is it the first line? Is the first line, despite Matthews being a point per game, are they a minus? They're not that great. Yeah. Safronov, 3 assists, 1 point, 15 shots. I mean, oh my god, Matthews shoots a ton. It's tough. But I think Safronov, I'm going to have to drop him down to the third line, just flip-flop him and Yamamoto, just because I think, as much as I want Safronov to be the guy up here, I think it's just got to be Yamamoto for now. I don't think Safronov is quite ready to be that guy yet. Give him one more season on the third line. Last season, he, was a little bit slower. Hopefully he comes up and does start, shoots better than 7.5%. He's a guy that likes to shoot a lot. Now that the shooting category is kind of increasing, I'm hopeful. But I'm already pulling the plug on that first line idea. I know Matthews is point per game and Benson's looking good, but I think, putting Yamamoto on that top line it just has to be done. Maybe next year will be the year the Safronov-Benson-Matthews line works. And of course, the first game after I do that, we lose 5-1 to Calgary, but we bounce back with a win against the Seattle Kraken. Lost and a win and a win. Okay, so we need to string in some together. There we go. There's a week full of wins. We love to see that. We shut out the Panthers, beat the Winnipeg Jets, lose to the Devils. That's okay. Bounce back with a win here. No, 3 straight losses. That's not what. There we go. 3 straight losses is not what you want to see, but the good news is we are in second place in the division, and the entire division has basically played the same amount of games. Again, it's one of those seasons where at the start of the season, everybody is so compacted in this, except for the Kings. Of course, we know the Kings are going to be at the bottom like they usually are, but the Vegas Golden Knights are also down there, so a complete turnaround for the Vegas Golden Knights in the wrong way. But we are 3 points behind the Canucks, who have been a top team in this entire franchise mode. But Austin Matthews with 24 points in 22 games, so he was a point per game in the first month, got better in the second month. And you can see Zachary Benson is now at 20 points in 22 games, and Yamamoto with 12 points in 22 games, but is a +4, so that we love to see that. Beniers being a -2, Cirelli being a -1, and Kuzmenko being a -1 is a little bit concerning. Let's take a look at the defense. Coghlan Pettersson is, I'm going to have to move Addison down and move Pettersson up. Now, that may sound crazy because Pettersson's at the very bottom. I think it's just because the second line, there's no defense. I was hoping to maximize the offensive capabilities of this middle six, but I really think that I need to put Pettersson and Bean together. I know it's lefty-lefty, righty-righty, but I think Addison being that third pairing defenseman is going to be fantastic, and Pettersson and Bean, we've seen that work together. And Carlo and Girard, I mean, I can't really complain. +8 for Carlo, 6 points, that's fine. 12 points in 22 for Samuel Girard. I think that's, he's kind of declined ever since his peak of 60-some points. But again, I'm keeping this line together. We've seen them simulate well in the past. I do need to make sure that our power play and penalty kill are all set up the way I want it to be. So I'll do that and do the scouting that I need to do, and we'll jump back in and really get to the new year and see where we are. And we may or may not need to make a move. Power play and scouting is taken care of, and guys, I gotta say the draft class looks pretty good. I know it's still early, but Cody Borodziuk is just insane as medium franchise, plays like Miku Koivu, A+ shooting, A puck skills, A senses as a sniper. Like, this guy is gonna be a generational force, and whoever ends up getting him is going to have be scary in the future as long as they build it the right way here. But you guys can see, like, even down into 7, maybe even 8, we've got elite potential, maybe Reese Byrne at 12, right? We're seeing a lot of talent throughout this draft class. Now, we still have to uncover a bit more, but it looks like anywhere in the top 10, you're getting a high-quality player. Thankfully, we're nowhere near that, but it looks like maybe in our division, the Vegas Golden Knights or LA Kings, Brodziuk might be a problem for us in the future. But I set up the power play. It was a little bit wonky with, where Girard was and everything, so hopefully that helps Girard's point totals climb again, and that our power play can be an asset for us. Actually, let's take a look at where our power play was. I know the power play was the weaker aspect, right, with a good penalty kill for us. You guys can see here we are. We've got 2.914, 2.64 again, so lower scoring than a team like the Vancouver Canucks, who are outscoring their opponent by a goal per game. Power play still 16.2, but the penalty kill has dropped off. So that's where we're starting to falter a bit, is that penalty kill. So hopefully our coaches can figure that one out. Hopefully the changes I made to the special teams lines are going to help us here. And yes, roster management, we knew that. And then a 4-3 win against Arizona, a 2-0 shutout win against Tampa. Love to see it. We beat Anaheim and we beat Montreal. Beautiful. Oh my God, 5 straight wins before a loss to Detroit, but we bounce right back with 2 wins. That's huge. If we bounce right back with wins after every loss, I'm totally fine with it. Malmstrom in a second for Brodin and Risto. I really don't think our defense is the issue, though. Van Riemsdyk for Marchessault. No, thank you. I don't feel like he's worth giving up. Everybody wants Malmstrom now, all of a sudden. A 3-2 win against Nashville. Vancouver we lose to, which kind of sucks because, Vancouver's fallen off. Oh my God. I was like, Vancouver's ahead of us, and that's a tough loss. But no, we are the team to beat right now after we beat the Colorado Avalanche, who are in a wild card hunt. But you guys can see there, we are 23-12-2 with Austin Matthews continuing to be insane. 24 goals in 37 games. That's unreal. He's on pace for probably 50, 60 goals, I'd have to say. Maybe, yeah, probably 60-ish if he gets hot here. But the Flames and the Oilers are behind us. They're kind of battling it out between themselves. Things are rolling along just fine. Matthews with 37 and 41, so you can just about double everything, maybe a bit more. Beniers now is even. Okay, it's good to see Yamamoto's a plus 13. He's really helped out on that top line. Benson, I keep just like ignoring him because I'm like, Matthews, Beniers, oh, Yamamoto's down here. Benson is quietly, I should say, getting 32 and 37. He's got 9 on the power play, so it's nice to see the power play be pretty good. JJ Peterka, look at him popping in there. Girard now, still no power play points for Samuel Girard, so that's 20 even strength points. Brandon Carlo's a plus 13. Safronov's a minus. This he did grow. He's now up to an 83. You can see his shooting category is now all 88s, and his defensive category looks a little bit better too, I'd say. So I really think he's playing in the right spot for him on the third line. I think, maybe next year you can replace Kuzmenko, who's got 23 points, 8 goals. He's that second-line sniper for us. He's got that 91 wrist shot. He fits perfectly, too. Benson, an 85 still. Hasn't grown at all, but, 32 points, 37. I can't complain about that. Oh, and the position I've been neglecting that I think has been pretty good this season is the goaltending, and I would be right. 17, 10, and 0 for Luukkonen with 2 shutouts, a 9.14 and a 2.55, and then Nico Dawes at 9.13 and 2.78. So, honestly, these two as a tandem, really, there's no drop-off. They're playing pretty much identical, and I'm pretty happy with that. So we will go ahead and keep simulating up through the month of January into early February. We'll stop there, take a look at what we need, what we may want to acquire at the deadline, which is here in March, actually. So we've got some time. I got to redo the scouts here on February 2nd, but hopefully January is just as good of a month. It starts off with a win. In a back-to-back, we pick up only 1 point. It's a bit of a bummer, but we do beat Calgary. That's big. And beating the Kraken is big. Okay, 4 straight wins, actually, and then we lose to the Leafs, but that's okay. That's an Eastern Conference team. I don't mind those as much, as long as, we don't lose every game to the East. Guys, come on. I know I said I was okay with losing to the East, but not all the time. The Atlantic, freaking A, the Atlantic is always so stacked. John Carlson, now there's a move that might make sense. A second, and Sharov for Carlson. Like, these trades for Carlson might make sense. And a loss to New Jersey, but listen, we're still at the top of our division. Oh my God, the Canadiens, oh my God, tell me it's the Connor Bedard show. Let's take a look. The Canadiens, they're blowing away everybody else. I was like, maybe we got a shot at the President's Trophy. I don't know if that's going to be the case with how hot Montreal is. Good Lord. Montreal, Florida, and Detroit, and Tampa Bay, all in the Atlantic. There's 4 Atlantic Division teams, but they are just on a massive tear right now. Power play percentage does not seem to be good anywhere. Penalty kill percentage, as you can see, we're doing pretty well, but I got to look at the entire league. It's got to be, Bedard's got to be popping off. It just has to be, right? He is on Montreal, and it's Dylan Larkin, Lucas Raymond, Kadri, Ovechkin, Matthews, Panarin, McDavid, Dreiss. Is Bedard? How are they doing? Okay, timeout. How are the Montreal Canadiens just blowing everybody out with nobody at the top? Ivan Provorov is their leading. What? They've got Sidney Crosby too? Cole Caulfield, Crosby, Bedard, Slavkovsky, and Provorov. What the hell? And then Robin. Okay, so Onanen, look at him go. He's killing it for them. The 929, 227 as their backup. That's way better than he did here. The goal against average, man. Holy smokes, Justice Annunen. I can't complain about our goaltending, but that is crazy. What? I gotta look at their lines because they got Crosby, Bedard, obviously Caulfield, Slavkovsky, not the draft class. View lines. I saw the word view and I just gravitated towards it. Let's take a look here though at the Montreal Canadiens. It's just really interesting. Slavkovsky, Bedard, Caulfield. Look at that. Oh, that's gross. And they got Graham Owen too, who they drafted first overall this past season. Oh my God, he's on their second line with Suzuki and okay, that's how. Bedard's not carrying, right? We saw he's got, 40 points in 49? That's not crazy, but the whole team is just stacked. And then defensively, I don't know how Provorov is doing what he's doing. It just doesn't make sense. And then in goal, obviously, we saw Annan and Leonard. Scratch, they've got Matheson and Gooley. So they've got defensemen. Oh my God. Okay, that team is crazy. That's awesome to see that somebody else built a great franchise, but we are third in the NHL, it seems. Actually, no, because of the freaking Atlantic. We are like fifth in the NHL, but let's take a look at our players. Austin Matthews with 56 points in 50 games, +9. Matthew Beniers is a -8. And then Cirelli's a -5 and Kuzmenko's a -3. That's really interesting to see that line that we knew was like the plus-minus gods last year. They've really dropped off. Like, look at this. From 70 points and 82. I mean, the points are still there. The goals are still there, but the plus-minus is not. Really interesting to see that. Beniers with 15 power play points, though. Benson looking good as well. Cirelli, Yamamoto is still doing fine on that first line. That second line is really interesting. Safronov is a -9 here on the third line. Zacha somehow is a plus, but Safronov and Olofsson, and then Dickinson, Akil Thomas is doing whatever. But the bottom six seems to be the minus. So I wonder if defenseman-wise we need to figure out our pairings. Dylan Coghlan is absolutely dropping the ball. I mean, Pettersson is a -2 compared to where he was. Bean, yeah, yikes. Girard's now got 32 and 50, so he's really picked it up. He finally got his first power play point. Good for him. But maybe we want to do something about about Coghlan. I know he's got another year left after this one. Addison is even. I mean, I don't really want to mess with it too much. I don't know if it's the defensive pairings as much as it is just, the offense. But Safronov there. I mean, Beniers being a -8. Maybe we need to split up that second line. I mean, they're simulating well, like, points-wise, but maybe, just maybe, they're not, the same guys they once were. Kuzmenko. We'll drop him and move Safronov up now that he's an 83. He'll play there with Beniers and Cirelli, and then Zacha, Olofsson, Kuzmenko, I think. If we move Zacha up, but then who's going to take faceoffs on the second line? So I think I'm going to give Safronov the bump. He looks really good. He grew a point, so I'm gonna lean into that a little bit. Let's take a look at the AHL too. Alexi. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. They absolutely. That's not the usual Voyagers I'm used to seeing. Let's take a look at the defenseman though. Kiviharu's got 14 points. He's still a 66 though. -3. Brustevich though is now up to a 75. He's still listed as a minor league top 6. But as far as forwards are concerned, Toropchenko is really killing it down here. We may need to shuffle some of the lines and just let the head coach. Ooh, Wolf. Oh my God. I mean, I know he's 20-13 and 4. Sharov is 3-8 and 3. Good Lord, 3-1-6. That's pretty brutal. I know we don't have the best defensive core anymore, but man, they got to do better than that. So I'm gonna just head coach preferred lines it. McCarty was a +9. He does have a lot of penalty minutes, but 23 points, that's pretty good. He's still a 72. Byers, +7, 23 points. That's not bad. I think I might move him up for Fitzgerald there and just kind of do this. I don't want them playing bottom line minutes, but then defensively, Kiviharu with Brustevich has earned it. I'll move Axel Anderson down. Wow, Tuo Misto is phenomenal. So him and Brustevich have to stay together. And then we're going to kind of just move Kiviharu down. I know I really want him to grow. He's that medium elite, and I want to give him the ice time, but does concern me there. But I'm going to jump in and do the scouting, guys, and I think we'll just see what's available at the deadline. I don't really want to make a move. Right, I guess I could move on from Olofsson if I get some picks and can upgrade something, and then we call up Toropchenko or Gustafsson, because Olofsson's on an expiring deal. I think I want to bring back Yamamoto. I definitely do. He wants, I'll give him a 2-year, $5.8 million deal. I am fine with that. We have $24 million in cap space next season anyway. So maybe, 3 years. We'll give him 3 years at 5.8. I really like how Yamamoto can just kind of slide anywhere. Olofsson's a guy that does not want an extension. He's been a minus every time he's been here. I know he's putting up points, but this season he's just not got the goals. So only shooting 5%. He's gonna rebound wherever he goes. Addison, what does Addison want? Honestly, a 2-year, $2.5 million deal. I'm fine with that for a bottom pairing defenseman. And then after that, I don't know if there's anybody I really want to extend. Van Riemsdyk, we'll see. Lincoln Van Riemsdyk is a 62. He could end up coming up eventually. But those are the two guys going to offer extensions to. Olofsson may be on the block. I really think Olofsson might be on the block. And then we want to find somebody that's an upgrade to Kuzmenko on the second line. Could we play Cirelli, Beniers, somebody, or if we can go out and get some picks, right? I do think we've got the players in the system that I can call up, like Turupchenko. I think would be fine on the third pairing, and I would just send one of our defensemen down. I mean, Perlini's doing well, Gustafsson's fine, and then Turupchenko. Turupchenko, I think, has earned it. He's been in Anchorage this whole time. He's been a solid player. He's a power forward that looks pretty well-rounded, I gotta say. He's carry, shoot, balance. So I think Turupchenko's going to get the call-up, and I'm pretty content with trading Victor Olofsson. So I'll set up the scouts, and then we'll get to the trade deadline and see what we need to do. So the final scouting trip before the playoffs is all set. We've got the trade deadline coming up, and I'm kind of looking forward to getting into it. Olofsson might fetch us picks. He might fetch us an upgrade. We may do a little bit of both. I'm not entirely sure, but we got to get up here a month later. Let's see. How's this month looking? We got Vegas. They're actually not too bad anymore. Impressive. Do we have any Seattle games? No. The Flames? No. The Oilers? No. So not a lot of major impactful games where we really can take things into our own hands as far as the month of February is concerned. So it looks like we should be winning some of these games, and then Kalen Addison extends his contract. That's beautiful. And then Yamamoto also extends his contract. So great. Those two guys are back. Really solid pieces that have been with us the whole time, and I haven't seen any reason to move on from them. A solid 7-3 win there against St. Louis. That's big. A 4-0 shutout win is big against the LA Kings. How are the Kings doing? 21-28-3, and we beat them. Vegas we beat in a shootout, so they pick up a point, but that doesn't matter. We still get the second point. A shutout win there, so Thursdays, it's shutout Thursdays, boys. February shutout Thursdays, but we get shutout on Saturday, so that's not great. But Wednesday, we jumped a day there. We didn't have a game on Thursday, so we might as well shut the other team out on Wednesday. Why not? But so far, a good month, I'd say. A 3-1 win, so can't really call it Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's shutout night. And speaking of shutout night, we get shut out by Boston. But the good news is we are still first in the Pacific. Austin Matthews has 69 points, 42 goals already at the deadline in 63 games played. We are 2 points ahead of the Kraken, but we do have a game in hand on them. The Oilers have a game in hand on us, but are 4 points back. It's going to be tight down the stretch here to see who's going to end up taking this thing. The Metropolitan, you may not think it, but the Blue Jackets actually have a shot at the division title. I would say that the Blue Jackets still have a shot at the playoffs for sure if they can sneak in there with the Capitals, but man, that's a crazy division. Everybody else seems to have an established elite class. We are not quite at that level yet, it seems, but Austin Matthews is for sure there. So let's take a look at our team stats and our points and really just lock in before we get into the trade deadline. It looks like the second line's still a minus. Minus 11 for Beniers. I think that's worse than what he was. Kuzmenko's now gone back up to a plus, which is what you want to see. Safronov's gone -2 down. Safronov, come on, man. You got to be shooting better than 6%. 7% last year, 6% this year. Your shots it grew another point. 89 power now. You guys can see he is actually developing pretty nicely. So, taking a look here, though, Benson's still at the top there. Beniers being the main guy on his line is probably why, but, I mean, Benson's got 39 assists. He doesn't seem like he's growing, like, overall-wise, but, I haven't been that in tune with what his stats are. So let's go ahead and take a look at just the forwards. Yamamoto, Cirelli, Kuzmenko, Zacha, Pettersson, Safronov, Olofsson. Olofsson's a -1. Again, I think I might want to get value out of him. He's only shooting 6%, so it's climbed a little bit, but really not anything to the point where I have to keep him. Coughlin's a -12 now. Pettersson's Addison's even. Bean's a -. Okay, so it seems like the middle pairing's kind of solidified itself. I think it might have been just the forward lines. Maybe we replace Olofsson with a two-way forward, an elite two-way forward, or elite power forward, or something like that. Goaltending, Nico Dawes has cooled off, but Luukkonen continues to be what Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is, and that's a solid starting goaltender. Back-to-back years now where he's really putting up similar numbers. He's not getting the overtime losses. They seem to be just regular losses this season, which is a bit unfortunate, but it happens. And then rookie skaters, Akil Thomas, he's a rookie? What? He's still a rookie at 26? Wow, I guess they never played him in the NHL. Well, congratulations. Here's your chance. He's doing fine with it. So I think we're doing fine. I think the plan to trade Olofsson really does make sense. You guys can see here we are just about as good as Seattle and, Vegas and 3 goals for per game, but only 2.78 against. That is the best defense in the division. The power play is actually the second best power play in the division. This other team does have Draisaitl and McDavid. I think they should still have them. McDavid and Draisaitl and Puljujärvi are playing together. Okay, interesting. So, they are the best power play in the division, but the penalty kill, we are the... Ooh, okay, I was going to say we're the second best, but we're actually the fourth best. But 85.5%, I'm still happy with that. Our records home and away are great, but our last 10 isn't the best. So maybe we want to... the power play's tough, right? Because I don't see us improving our power play until our coach improves his power play. So if we take a look at our coaching staff here... we got Gaspard, Savard, still the power play, A-, B, B-, B-, right? The penalty kill, that's why it's so good, is Joe Thornton, Bruce Allen, and Savard here. Hopefully, Bruce is able to help grow Joe Thornton. The staff chemistry seems to be fine. It looks like Savard's close to leveling up on the power play and teaching, so that would be great, and coach influence, so... that would be very nice to see, because our teaching's okay, right? But in the AHL, it really looks like, we've not got the greatest chemistry. I'm going to try and keep everybody around down there. Looking at them, they've kind of climbed a bit. They've got 73 points. Let's take a look at where they are in the standings. I'm hoping they end up making it in the North Division. They are just separated by, I guess they're sorted by points percentage down here. Is what it looks like. But, they're really close to jumping up to where Belleville is. So they just need to catch fire and everything like that. Let's take a look at the points, though, too. Obviously, Toropchenko, Perlini, those guys have been great. Sean Day's been great. Tuomisto's been great. Defenseman-wise, Kiviharu up to a 67. He did end up growing, and he's looking pretty good now. +4, 18 points. Brustevich still is up by 1 point. Goaltending-wise, Wolf has turned it around as an 80 overall now. Sharov really needs to pick it up at 3-9-3. I think last time we checked in, he was 3-8-3. So in the meantime, he's gotten 1 loss. But I definitely think trading Olofsson for something would definitely help us quite a bit. I really do. I think I do want to send somebody down. Roster moves. I think I want to send down one of those defensemen. I think Norlinder or Brook. Norlinder is listed as a minor league top 2, so I will send him down. So we'll go to edit the lines and then put him in there. In the AHL, we'll just go to best lines. Flip-flop these guys again. And McCarty grew a point. Byers grew an overall. Beautiful. So Brustevich, Anderson and Day actually has a great pairing there. Hataka, I'm going to substitute him for Kiviharu. There we go. So him and Tuomisto look fine together. Brustevich. Norlinder, do I want to flip-flop? Tuomisto and Brustevich have been great together. I'm going to give Norlinder this. He's listed as a minor league top 2, but I don't know. Tuomisto looks like he's playing fine for me, so... that's the changes we're going to make for the AHL. So let's jump into this trade deadline, see what takers we can get for Victor Olofsson. List ourselves. We'll probably be a conservative buyer or a buyer. I'm not ready to go all in yet. So I'm going to be a conservative buyer. We are not going to just go nuts. We're just going to make a simple move. Brad Marchand Vegas is already regretting that one. What would it take to get him? It would take Kiviharu, Malmstrom, and Pettersson, Girard in a first, Berkeley, Catton, and Carlo. Those are not trades I'm going to make. Zach Werenski, 88, signed 3 years at 9.5. That's not a bad deal. 2 firsts in Malmstrom or Catton, a second and a third. Not a fan of that one. Couturier's got 5 years left. Konechny's got 6 years. Oh my God, some of these guys got way too much tenure. The Sabres are trading Essa Lindell to the Canadiens for Musty and a third. Okay. Carter Hart if we needed a goalie, but we don't. Nick Schmaltz. Do we want to go after Schmaltz? Let's see what they want. They want Kuzmenko, Bean, Zacha, a first, or Malmstrom. Let's talk to them. Maybe we can flip-flop Olofsson for Zacha and maybe a pick. But Nick Schmaltz here, he's an 85 overall, 2-way forward, doesn't fit the scheme. Dang it. That's a bit unfortunate. So I'd like to use Olofsson in a trade for a player rather than a pick. Alex Tuck is a power forward. There we go. That could be a good power forward to go after. Alex Tuck for a second. Byers, Van Riemsdyk, Wint, or McCarty. We'll just talk with the second for now. Send Olofsson back to the Sabres could be a move. Alex Tuck is listed as a second line forward, a well-rounded two-way power forward. Fits the second line, so maybe drop Safronov. We've got Sorelli, Beniers, Tuck could be a move. And then we see how he performs. He fits the second line. That's kind of what I was looking for. That's exactly what I said I was looking for, was a second liner. And then we'd have Kuzmenko, Safronov, and Zacha on the third line. That could work just fine. Do they want Victor Olofsson, though? That's the problem. Victor Olofsson does not, oh god, he doesn't have as much value as I thought he would. So we probably want to go look at our rookie skaters. I don't want to get, they want Akil Thomas. I like Akil Thomas though, because he's cheap and he's got another year left and he's fine there on the bottom pairing. But maybe if they threw in somebody else, that'd be great for us. Savoy, we're not getting him obviously, but taking a look at all skaters, just sort by overall. Dahlin's continuing to carry. Rasmus Asplund, it's a little bit too valuable. Jeff Skinner still got on that massively overpaid contract. Emil Bemstrom, a sniper that we don't know much about. I don't think it's going to go through if we trade Akil Thomas and Olofsson for Tuck and Bemstrom. Bemstrom here is a sniper. I don't necessarily like that for the fourth line, but we can propose it. Trade accepted. Okay. So I thought there was no chance that that trade was going to go through, but we do acquire Alex Tuck. 85 overall, fits the second line, power forward, looks pretty darn good. Let's take a look at the Stat Central then. Really dive into the players that we have just acquired. Alex Tuck here was a -4, but 42 points. You can see he's shooting 11.5%. His takeaway ratio, that's phenomenal. He hits a ton, doesn't block a ton of shots, but that's a phenomenal giveaway to takeaway ratio. He's only playing 16 minutes for them. Probably play something similar for us. So I'm actually pretty happy with that trade. I know we didn't get any more picks, but we didn't give up any more picks. And Akil Thomas, you guys saw, was not doing well for us anyway. So Alex Tuck, 17 goals as well. He seems to be just a bona fide 20-goal scorer, can get up to 60 points. You know, we've seen he's getting less and less on the power play, obviously, but, you know, I think I'm excited to have Alex Tuck on the team. I am. Listed as a second-line forward. He's going to play perfectly in his role as the power forward, like mid to upper 80s in every single category you can think of. The defense looks good as well. And then let's just go remind ourselves what we gave up. We gave up Victor Olofsson. You guys can see here, he was a -1, but only 23 points. He's listed as a sniper, and he's pretty good at that, but for what I needed, we had Kuzmenko. We've got Safronov. We need the power forward or the all-arounder. And then you guys can see down here, Akil Thomas, 9 points, a -1. A playmaker who maybe just needs a change of scenery. His shot is honestly insane, but he's really nothing more than a bottom six playmaker. And on the fourth line with Dickinson and Peterka, I'm fine with playing Bemstrom, or we go out and just get you know, a two-way forward that fits like the penalty kill or something. We just find somebody cheap down here. You know, somebody who's like an 81 or an 80, you know, that's pretty cheap that we can go after here. We need forwards, not defensemen. Brooke, yeah, I mean, I would be fine trading Brooke. Richie is a power forward. Oop, a trade incoming. We got Coleland, and Squires for a third, and Brooke. Not going to do that one. Let's see if we can find like an 81 overall or an 82, right? We'll start scrolling through here. A two-way forward in Christian Dvorak. If he fits the scheme, that could be an honest to goodness. And they want a goalie prospect. We got plenty of them. I want to see what Dvorak, what they would want. He's an 82, looks really good, does not fit the scheme. That's the problem, right? I want a guy who's going to fit the bottom six, or at least fit something in the scheme. Ponikarovsky for Zacha. No, I'm not trading Zacha and Coughlin. They are not movable. I know the game's going to say they are, but I'm saying they're not. William Karlsson's got 2 years at $5 million left. No, thank you. Hornqvist is a power forward. I'd really prefer a two-way forward. David Perron, you know, how old is he? 37 at this point? What would it take? Our third next year. A next year's third for Perron to fill out the bottom six. He's an upgrade, obviously, over Toropchenko. A really good two-way forward. He fits the top six. I kind of like that. Can I give up, instead of a third, can I give up a prospect that you want, Toronto? Skaters matching the block. Actually, let me see rookie skaters. McCarty, Norlander. I'd give up Norlander for sure. They want Forsfall. Can I give them like Forsfall and like goalies, rookie goalies? Do we have anybody that I'm really willing to give up for this? Not one of our medium elites. Quint, probably. Quint, though, I'd rather use in a bit more of a bigger trade. if you know what I'm saying. But I mean, we could move on from Dawes. I don't really feel like Wolf has given me the encouragement for that. I'll give him Force Fall and a 5th for Perron. No. Let's do a next year's 6th. I don't want to you know what? Force Fall and a next year's 7th. I can always move it up. Force Fall and a next year's 7th for Perron. Sweeten it just a touch. Perfect. I'm glad I didn't overpay a next year's 6th and Force Fall for Perron. I am absolutely fine with this trade. Welcome to the Honolulu Hammerheads. David Perron. Perfect. So, honestly, an 82 two-way forward fits the top 6. I mean, he's not going to play in the top 6, but he could end up playing on the 3rd line if we wanted to move somebody down. I doubt that's going to happen. But let's go ahead and find a trade. Let's see anybody that might be expiring here. Rookie skaters. Skaters we want something out of. Does anybody want to give us something? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm sure somebody would give us something for Norlander or Brook. No? Okay. That was an option at one point, but McKenzie, Cox, Byers, McCarty, they're all looking fine to me. Kelly, Yarncrook, and 6th and Holmes. So the Leafs are selling off. I guess I could see what people would give us for Quint. Let's take a look. And it's a 3rd, Leeson, and a 4th. Leeson, a 4th. Come on. Yeah. Anyway, Eislington, Leeson, Carrier, Leeson, Fowler, 4th. The Ducks really was, wow, there's a lot of players that want, or teams that want them. There's a 2nd next year from Boston. I feel like I trade with Boston a lot. Rasmus Asplund, Ryan Hartman, Victor Olofsson, bring him back. Why not? A 2nd from the Flames. We have all the Flames picks. Is anybody offering us anything better than a 2nd? I'm not really keen on players. Athanasiou is listed as a top 6er. It could be interesting. A 2nd and a 3rd this year, and Evander Kane for Quint. I could just scratch Evander Kane. I don't have any problems with that. We get a 2nd, a 3rd. This is like a cap dump, sort of. I'm going to decline that trade, but that 2nd and a 3rd this year, that helps us out massively for a goalie that, listen, Quint, I mean, he's behind Van Riemsdyk. He's behind Malmstrom especially. He's a 49. He's got a longer way to go. There's so many teams are interested in just trading for Quint straight up. So the Edmonton Oilers had the most interesting one with a 2nd, a 3rd, and Kane. Maybe I can not have it be Kane and have it be something else. Maybe they need to get rid of him. A 2nd, a next year's 3rd, and Andersley. These teams are trying to cap dump right now. A 2nd and a 4th with no extra players. Okay. Tippett, Steele. Yeah, these guys are fine. Ryan Ellis, Carter Hart. No, thank you. A 3rd and a 4th. No, Richie Evgeny Malkin. He's listed as a top 9, though, so he's definitely dropped off. Could have been the guy we go after instead of Tuck, but I'm pretty happy to have Alex Tuck. 2 seconds from the St. Louis Blues. We get our 2nd back, and we get their 2nd. That might be the one. Instead of a 2nd and a 3rd from Edmonton, Zaka for a 2nd, 3rd, and Coyle. They want him back after I took him in the expansion draft. Okay, so definitely think 2 seconds for Quint. I mean, we kind of just kicked the can down the road as far as, when we made all those moves, a 2nd and a 4th we saw there, but nobody's beaten 2 seconds so far. 2 seconds seems to be the going. I'm going to just accept the trade. Quint for 2 seconds. That's massive, guys. That's absolutely massive now. I mean, I know we don't have 4th, 5th, or a 7th, but the fact that we just traded a goalie that's really kind of log jammed and we got 2 seconds out of it, we got our own back, which doesn't exactly matter because we're not RFAing anybody at this point. But to have a 1st, 3 seconds, and a 3rd, that is 5 picks in the top 100. 5 picks in the top 90, I should say. Probably top 95. I'll go with top 100. It's easier because now we have 33 teams in the league, so it'd be top 99. So we'll go with top 100. But 5 picks in the top 100 is fantastic. I don't know what everybody's going to offer me here. Sturm. I mean, maybe we could look to upgrade Coughlin. Right? He hasn't been phenomenal. I could go with somebody with a little bit more tenure like Brandon Montour, but $7 million for him seems like a bit too much. Sam Steele's an 84. So there's all these 84s in here. Taylor Hall, Olofsson, there's Zaka. Camp, wow, there's all these forwards. Mario Ferraro at an 83, 3.2. What would they want for him for 1 year? Kalen Addison, Brustevich, or a 2nd? No. Like I said, I'd rather upgrade Coughlin. I could just manually do that, but I'm not really itching to make too much of a change anymore. Now that we traded Olofsson, we could get Drew Doughty for 2 years. Did John Carlson get moved? Or is he not on the block anymore? Find a trade. John Carlson could be that perfect rental player if we're kind of going all in. Washington, did you trade him? No, you did not. He's listed. Ooh, 81. He's dropped off. I mean, he fits. But that's quite a bit to give up. Kyler, yeah, no, absolutely not. Wow, okay. Oh, geez, the Sabres are making all sorts of moves. Buffalo, what are you doing here? Buffalo, go get yourselves a defenseman. What are you doing? Matthias Samuelsson, criminally underrated, as I keep saying. Okay, we looked at Uyghur once before. Pesci, Peak. Now I'm looking for guys to fit the third line. All defensive pairing, Andrew Peak. The defensive defenseman, 1 year left, a rental. Coughlin and a next year's fourth for Peak. Ooh. Coughlin, 80 overall, two-way defender who fits the third pairing the best. And we give up next year's fourth. But Peak is a defensive defenseman who looks honestly really, really good, and you would pair well with Addison probably. You know what? I'm going to do it. Coughlin and a fourth for Peak. It's an upgrade, a very slight one, and we can look to see if we want to bring him back or not. Propose the trade. Trade accepted. So there we go. We are going to move on from Coughlin, but upgrade the defensive core just a little bit. So now Peak is a 2 overall upgrade, as well as a defensive defenseman that fits all the lines. So maybe if we wanted to put Pettersson with Addison on the third pairing, we could even do that and put Peak with Bean. That could be the move we end up making. Peak is a right shot defenseman as well, so that's actually kind of perfect. Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to leave it be, and we're going to just exit the deadline. I think we've made all the moves that we wanted to make, and it should be pretty interesting. Chris Tierney. Do we want to claim Chris Tierney? No, I will decline that. Thank you, though. But there we go. So I'll have to edit the lines here because they probably got all jumbled up. Not as bad as I thought. Still not great. But where is Alex Tuck? There he is. Alex Tuck there. Kuzmenko. Ooh, moving Kuzmenko down. Or actually, Dickinson, Peterka, Perron. Perron gets us a +2. Kuzmenko. Yeah, there we go. We get a +1. Can anybody here take face-offs? Safronov can, I guess. So we got Kuzmenko, Safronov, Perron, and then, I mean, Zacha. Do we get a +1 with Zacha up here instead of Safronov? But I'm not moving Safronov down. We get the +1. I'm fine with this. Oh, if we put Peterka at center, we get... Okay, so Peterka at center gets us a +1. I don't know why. He's the only guy on the line that can't take face-offs, but he gets a +1, so... I'm gonna do it. We still have the Benson, Matthews, Yamamoto. Now we've got Tuck with Beniers and Cirelli, hopefully to provide, I don't know, just a bit of a spark for that second line. Kuzmenko with Safronov and Perron. Perron's hopefully going to balance out the 2 goal scorers around him there. He's got a really, really solid defensive category. Kuzmenko, we get a +2 if we bump Cirelli down, but I don't want to bump Cirelli down, and I don't want to bump Tuck down. I think I'm happy with the +1s on both lines. Then defensively, Peak does get us a +2, so he gets the +2 with Bean, so I'm pretty excited about that move. And then obviously our goaltending is still our goaltending with Luukkonen and Dawes. Scratched is Brook and Emil Bemstrom, so I'm fine with that. Bemstrom fits perfectly on the first line. That's whatever. We had to take somebody on from the Sabres just to get Alex Tuck. But I'm excited to have Tuck. You can see he's in the upper 80s and everything. 88 defensive awareness, 88 offensive awareness, 88 passing, 87 wrist shot accuracy, 88 power. A good skater as well. Kuzmenko has got that great playmaking ability, but there's just something about him that is, I guess, not working there for that line. And I don't want to move Cirelli down. Like, absolutely not. I know he's a -6, but look, 93 passing. Elite defensive category, so hopefully Tuck can spark that second pairing, as well as Peak really let Bean go do his thing and get the +2. So in the AHL, what are we looking at here? We're gonna flip-flop these guys. Fitzgerald, yeah, no, actually Fitzgerald's better. And there we go. Defensively, we've got Norlinder with Anderson. Anderson flip-flop with Brustevich. And then Hataka for Kiviharu. We've done that before. Sean Day is a +25. Good lord. Kiviharu with Anderson is yeah, we're going to leave Sean Day and Anderson together. Offensively, they're fine. And then in goal is Wolf, still in Sharov. So perfect. Wolf and continues to be an ascending player through the second half of the season here. Toropchenko continues to carry the AHL. But we are all set. I'm pretty happy with this setup. So let's get up to the I think it's April 14th is when I set the scouts, and that is really the end of the season. So we can get down to the end of the season here, guys. Let's get up to this game against Ottawa. We'll see how we do. Against Chicago, we win. We lose to Buffalo, the Olofsson revenge game, if you will. 4-0 loss to Vancouver's pretty tough. We get a point there against the Rangers, which is good. All right, there we go. Back-to-back one goal against wins. We lose to Calgary against Seattle, a 3-1 win. Philly, overtime win. A loss there to Dallas, but that's okay. We got 10 points. Okay, we're up by 10 points. The rest of the division seems to have fallen off quite a bit. We're like the only legit team. Like, the rest of the division is looking like the Metro. Matthews is going to get 40 goals unless in the next 7 he doesn't get a point. But I want to see how that second line is doing. Alex Tuch, how have you been for us? 8 points in 12 games. I think that's probably better, right? What is that? 4? Let me just do my math here. 8 divided by 12. That's a 0.67 points per game. Whereas we could have the 42 divided by, he's doing the same thing he did in Buffalo. Absolutely no change. His giveaway to takeaway ratio is not nearly as good though. So that's not what you wanted to see. Forward wise, Cirelli, Beniers, Kuzmenko, now a +3. Perron, how are you doing in Honolulu here? Giveaway to takeaway ratio looking good. Plus minus is even, but 3 points. You know what? We'll take it. And then Safronov's a -12. He's got 202 shots. He only shooting 7 points. Come on, man. Once his shot gets to 90, he's going to bang home goals. Absolutely. And then Peak here, Andrew Peak is a +2. A +2 for us, helping out Jake Bean. I'll take that any day. We continue to look good with Lukin in there. Let me double check that the power play didn't get all jumbled, and I'm sure it did. So the power play, Safronov, yeah, we're going to move Safronov for Beniers. Yamamoto for Beniers, I think, and then Yamamoto for Girard. There we go. Matthews flip-flop with Girard, and then Matthews, I want you with Safronov there, and then it's Benson, Beniers, Matthews, Girard, Safronov. On the second power play is Yamamoto with Bean. I don't know if I want Perron. I think I'd rather have Kuzmenko. Definitely would rather have Kuzmenko here. What am I talking about? Kuzmenko, there you go. 86 overall, Kuzmenko, to get a bit of a sniper there. I'm fine with it. Tuck can play there as well. Yamamoto, finisher. I want the finisher to be Kuzmenko. I want the distributor is fine being Yamamoto. And then the puck carrier, I'm fine with Alex Tuch being the puck carrier. Actually, it should probably be Cirelli. There we go. Taking a look at the power play 1. What do we have? Is Beniers as our distributor? I want Benson, the finisher, and the puck carrier. Yeah, because they got the X factors helping them out there. So we're good with that. Taking a look at the penalty kill, showing you guys the penalty kill a little bit. It's Beniers, Cirelli, Carlo Pettersson. That's fine. Dickinson, Peterka, Bean, Peak. And then Zaka, Perron, Addison, Girard. I'm very happy with all that, and the rest of the lines are all set. So there we go. Oh, wait. Why is our first line a +2 only? Oh, that's right. I need to put Benson at center. Benson, how have you done on faceoffs this year, my man? He's already got a new career high already with a few games to go, so maybe he can hit 70 if he just gets on a heater. His faceoff percentage is a little bit better, but the +3 definitely helps out Matthews there as the left winger. We've got a few games left, though. We've clinched the playoffs. I don't know why it says we haven't, because we're going to clinch a divisional spot. That's for certain. So we'll just get up here to the last 3 games of the season. I guess last 4 against Ottawa. We're going to win in back-to-back 2-1 overtime wins and an overtime loss. So we're picking up points. That's the important part here. 96 points. Yeah, we've clinched. We've clinched the best record in the division. We've clinched the division. Okay, but we could clinch the best record in the West. Definitely not going to contend for the President's Trophy. Good Lord. We would be a wild card team in the East. That is crazy. The Atlantic is nuts. Anyway, we have a chance to have the best record in the West, and I think we're fighting with St. Louis is one of the teams we're fighting with. I mean, Winnipeg's up there too, so let's get up to this game against St. Louis. We lose to Winnipeg. We bounce back with a win against New Jersey, okay? And then the Blues, if we beat the Blues here, we could overtake them for the West. We are going to lose to them 4-2, so we are not going to be the 1 seed in the West. Yeah, it's pretty much clinched at this point. We're going to be the 2 seed in the West as we end the season beating the Sharks, and Austin Matthews with 52 goals, 87 points, a great season there. Benson with 67, Beniers. Yamamoto, again, continues to be great on that top line. Alex Tuck, a -5, which means he maintained his -1, but 11 points in 19 games. Is that still 0.67? That's a little bit low. Okay, so he's cooled off a bit. Kuzmenko, though, is a +4, so he's actually helping out. He's actually doing better, and Perron's even. And then Safronov here is a -13 and 30. Ooh, Safronov, man, this is... Listen, he's shooting a ton for the amount of time he's on the ice, right? For 15, 14 minutes a night, he's shooting a boatload. It's just the problem is his shooting accuracy. Once it gets into the 90s, man, he is going to be a 40-goal scorer. You book it. But for now, he just needs to be a little bit better. And Peterka, Zaka, they were doing fine. Cirelli, so a little bit of a minus there in the middle six. Something's not perfectly clicking, but Girard, another 50 points. Bean with almost 30. Peak climbed to an even, so he was a +6, 4 points, beautiful. Pedersen was a -6. Carlo +16. Addison finishes a plus. And then, let's see, Luukkonen doing what Luukkonen does, which is a 2.7 goal against average and a 912. So that is what we're getting, as well as a couple points. So good for you, Luukkonen. But there is the Hammerheads recap. Let's take a look at the entire league. Where did we stack up as far as points are concerned? Ovechkin, Larkin, McKinnon, Robertson, Matthews. Okay. Oh, man, and I thought, yeah, I thought we would get a shot. Oh, my God. Ovi, would you relax, my guy? He's on pace. He's gonna get 1,000 goals in his career. He just needs 11 more, and he doesn't look like he's gonna retire anytime soon. I thought we were gonna get a real shot at the Maurice Rocket Richard. Matthew's shooting percentage is not as good as Ovi's, even though he's got a ridiculous shot. But let's take a look at the defenseman here. Noah Dobson with 77. I didn't think we were gonna be up there, but hey, we got ourselves an elite offensive defenseman in Girard. And as far as the Vezina, it's probably Vasilevsky's Vezina again. He's won it, I think, a couple times now. But, I mean, it's pretty clear that even though him and Samsonov are tied, he's got the better goal against average and the more wins. Spencer Knight in with a shout, but I'd still give it to Vasilevsky for 11 more games maintaining those stats. That's pretty gross. As far as rookie skaters, Eric Barrett, the guy, he was drafted 3rd overall, yeah, for the Blues. Graham Owen, who we saw was part of that monster Montreal squad. He finishes runner-up there. But we finished with 100 points, so a little bit less than our 105 last season, I believe. But taking a look at the entire league, yeah, we're one of the best teams. Oh, wait, duh. Nashville and Dallas haven't finished. Neither has Florida, but Florida runs away with the President's Trophy. We'll just stick to the Western Conference. So we are maintaining 4th. I mean, listen, we could be the 2nd best team in the West if Dallas and Nashville don't end up winning. Actually, no, we can only jump Nashville. I'm sorry. They may end up playing each other. I don't know. But all I know is that we are going to get the 1 seed from our division and end up playing the 2nd best, actually the best wildcard team, which I believe here is San Jose. San Jose, let's make sure the Pacific Division, we had, no, San Jose, we're not playing San Jose. We are playing the Winnipeg Jets, another 100-point team. That's a bit worrying. That's scary. We'll advance the day here. We'll advance one more day, and we should have the regular season completed. And the AHL regular season is completed. Did we make the playoffs? We did. We did climb back into the playoffs down in Anchorage. So that's honestly beautiful. 46, 26, and 10. So from where we started to where we finished, another 100-point season for Strombolopoulos. He's just a fantastic AHL coach. I never want him to leave down there. Taking a look at the defensemen. Sean Day, good lord. Tuo Mitso, Brustevich. Kibiharu still looking fine. Goalies, yeah. Dustin Wolf bounced back in a big way. So changing those defensive pairings looked pretty good. Let's take a look at the progress reports real quick, and then we'll jump into the playoffs here, guys. Austin Matthews, we know, is just all going to be statistical growth at this point. Sorelli, massive statistical growth. Beniers, a little bit of natural growth in his shooting. That's pretty good to see. And his face-offs grew a little bit, but everything else is statistical. Samuel Girard, not as much statistical, but still statistical. And then Safronov. Ooh, look at Safronov with a bunch of statistical and natural growth. So that's really good to see him grow so much, and especially the natural growth is what you want to see. Perron is dropping off naturally, but statistically is able to hang in there. Yamamoto, statistical growth at this point. Beniers, Beniers, yeah, we already mentioned Beniers. Gerard, there's Benson, there he is. A lot of it is statistical growth. +1 in faceoffs, but everything else is statistical. I'd like to really see him jump, and then Paterka minuses it for statistical growth. Interesting. In the system, though, McKenzie has grown quite a bit. Oh, my goodness, look at that jump. +8 in his puck skills. That is massive. +4 in the offensive awareness. The shot got better. The defense got massively better. Okay. Brian McKenzie looking very good as the low elite down there. Berkeley Catton didn't grow as much as I would have hoped, but he's going to be an NHLer next year. I know that for a fact. Malmstrom at, wow, a good amount of growth for him. Kivi Haru, nice to see him growing naturally. A little bit of offensive awareness growth. Nice, that's what you want to see. Maybe a little statistical growth and get him up sooner rather than later. Rylan Cox, another good amount of growth from some of our low elites. Wolf is growing naturally as well, so look at that. McCarty, we already saw that he jumped in overall. Byers, we saw he jumped in overall. Brestevich, we saw he jumped in overall. So some of these guys may end up filling the back end of our roster next season. But we are taking on the Winnipeg Jets in round number 1, and like I said, guys, I will jump in and play, and we are not going to stop. This is going to be a longer video than some of the other ones, but that's because we do not want to stop and make the playoffs their own video. So, honestly, not that impressed. Valery Shirokov, 8th overall pick. I mean, he's got a good future, but Ehlers, Scheifele, Connor, probably not too much time left. But Perfetti and Shirokov can maybe help boost them. They have a really good center core, to be fair. And there's Marchment. It's the Marchment Revenge series. And then on defense, they got Morrissey and Theodore, Klingberg, and then, okay, so they've got high-end talent, but not a ton of depth. And in goal, they've got Sorokin, who, they lost Hollebuck and got Sorokin. So, we are ready to jump into the playoffs. Let's go. First game of the series. I think I'm going to leave Tuck on the line that he's on. I could end up flip-flopping it if we need to make a change, but for now, I'm trusting the lines. First period, we're down 3-2. Sorelli gets it started. Gerard scores, but Connor, Ehlers, and Lindblom. Second period, we're down 4-3. Kuzmenko scores. Lindblom also scores. Third period, we come back! Safronov with 2 goals in the third. Austin Matthews gets it started, followed up by Safronov, and then Safronov. 40 shots of their 25 and a 6-5 victory. Luukkonen, man, I need you to be a little bit better, but what a performance from Ivan Safronov, the first ever Honolulu Hammerheads draft pick to get us get 3 points in a massive comeback win. I was going to say must win, but it's not really a must win. It's only game 1, but hey, I want to win them all. First period, okay, nothing there. That's fine. Second period, 3-1. There we go. Tuck scores for us. Kuzmenko and Sorelli. So the second line with Tuck and Sorelli, and then Kuzmenko on the third. So the depth scoring coming in. And in the third period, they tie it. It's Perfetti, Scheifele, Lindblom before Perron saves us. And then in overtime, we are going to get the win with Austin Matthews on the power play. Austin Matthews, the star of the franchise, coming in clutch. What a series this has been so far. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. We have identical records. I mean, the teams are pretty well evenly matched. And here we go. Our first trip on the road. Safronov still leads the team in points through 2 games. Got another 2 points in that second game. First period, beautiful. Kyler Yamamoto on the first line gets us an early lead. This feels okay. Second period, all right, 1-0. A little bit of a quieter game here in Winnipeg. Third period, Winnipeg ties it. We're going to overtime again. Overtime, and Kyle Connor wins it for the hometown fans. That's okay, though. A defensive battle in Winnipeg. You know, I'd like to see our offense stay alive, stay hot, but one game, it's not too bad. They've all been 1-goal games, though. This is crazy. Maybe I want to jump in if this one is close and get ourselves a 3-1 lead. First period, 2-1. Okay, Benier scores and Dickinson scores. White scores for Winnipeg. Second period, it's 2-2. I'm going to jump in. I want to get ourselves a 3-1 lead. I don't want to mess around with it. I want to just get in, get a win, and get out, and just and just make sure that I leave the CPU. Everything I need to do is just win 1 of the next 3. So I have to win this one. You know, we can't talk like I'm going to. I have to. There we go. We're gonna go over to Brandon Carlo. Oh, I tried to go down over there. Benson. Good fight for it by Benson. Yamamoto does get knocked off the puck. Matthews. Good forecheck, Sorokin. Quick to jump on that one behind the net. Holy smokes. But it's 2-2 here. Matthews, Benson, Yamamoto. Our first line that it's been for most of the season. And Josh Morrissey with 2 points tonight. All right. We'll see if Benson I can get quick draw to activate. But I mean, it's nice to see so many X factors popping. All right. Here we go. Oh, and I flinched. No. Theodore, though. Theodore, can you get it out? We're going to scare him away from it. No. Ehlers finds Kyle Connor with his wheels. A good poke there by Girard. Kyle Connor. There we go. Oh, Ehlers picks it up. Luukkonen with a big save. We're not going to take any chances. We're just going to hold that one. Absolutely just going to hold it. What lines are we getting out there? So we still got the first line out there. Benson should be boosted here with his quick draw, especially in the defensive zone, I believe it is. So there we go. Big win there. We find Matthews. Get him out of the zone. There we go. Matthews. Or Matthews around the outside. Matthews will just get knocked off the puck there. He's going to battle for it. He keeps a hold of it for just a second. Ehlers stops with it. Morrissey finds Kyle Connor. Connor over to Scheifele, but it does get good poke there. Cirelli, can we go up to Alex Tuck? The trade deadline acquisition. We'll take the slapper. It's low. It's loose. Tuck picks up his own rebound. We'll go down low to Benson. Benson out there for a longer shift. He gets nudged off the puck, but he cuts to the middle, shoots. Oh, my goodness. Oh, guys. Benson feels phenomenal, but I take a penalty because I pushed the take a penalty button. That's on me. I don't know why I even bothered pushing the A button there. Very, very stupid decision by me to even... I don't know why I'm stick lifting in that scenario, but hopefully Dickinson can win the faceoff. He cannot. Klingberg finds Morrissey. Morrissey finds White. White over to Klingberg to Dubois. The puck finds Peak. Peak. We are going to skate with it and just sauce it into the corner. There we go. Killing off as much time as we can. Bean, why are you so deep? Lindblom. Peterka slows him down. Thankfully, I was able to slow him down with Peterka. Dubois finds White. Dickinson prevents the easy zone entry. We're going to go over and around. Peterka finds Bean. We're going to dump that thing deep. On goal, too. Look at that. Sorokin tasked with actually concentrating, but it's EA, so, I mean, he's going to make that save. You never know, though. At the same time, you never know. Dickinson. There we go. Stalls them out. Dubois. Bean. Good check. We'll go back down and around. Peak. We'll just go back over to Bean. And beautiful. So a nice sauce down the ice, nice and soft. And they're taking their sweet time to come up with the puck. Lindblom now with the puck. Finds White. Carlo, good poke check. Pettersson, though, I had to turn around. Couldn't get away with it. Lindblom now finds Morrissey. Morrissey to Dubois. Oh, they are starting to move the puck nicely. Klingberg finds Lindblom. Lindblom is going to find White. A block shot there from the stick of what I believe is... there we go. Pettersson just gets it out. Beautiful. Carlo. Don't chase that, please. Dickinson. All right. I need to get off the ice with Dickinson. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Dubois, though, gets in. Toe drag by Dubois. Lindblom. They got all the guys in the middle. All right. All right. They're going to take their time. Cirelli now finds Connor. Or not Cirelli finding Connor. Oh, my God, Luukkonen. Whoo, that puck was loose for a second. I was not thrilled about it. But we do get our third power play out there. We get fresh legs. 2-2. Kill off this penalty. I'm feeling pretty good. We've got Girard with Zaka and Perron and Addison. That's our third penalty killing. Shoot, I jumped. He took so long to... Sharov, good block there by Perron. Ehlers now finds... And he gets in tight. Cirelli picks up the rebound. Okay, come on. Theodore now finds Shirikov. We blocked that one. Beautiful block. Oh, my God. I pushed A again. No. Get it out. Ehlers. No, and he finds him. He finds Shirokov, who gets his first career playoff goal. Oh, my God. He's able to find that. I don't know where the rest of the team went, but they weren't in front of the net. And now we've got a mountain to climb here. Down by 1 with 10 minutes to go. Come on. Let's find Safronov. The shot, it's a weak one. Theodore is able to collect that thing down in the corner. Theodore, he gets that over to Kyle Connor. Good poke there by Addison. Keep going, Addison. Keep working on Theodore. Scheifele now. Scheifele, yes, we get the reach and we knock it off of him. We'll go over to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko dangles. Oh, the backhand couldn't get it to go in tight. Kuzmenko, though, picks it up. Oh, where crashed Safronov. Pettersson slapper, the tip by Safronov. Sorokin throws it out. I can't believe he actually threw that out. Connor There we go. Beautiful. Ehlers gets knocked off the puck. Perron stops him from getting it out. Safronov. Oh, I didn't want to go there. It's in front. We have it. Kuzmenko, the scrum. Oh, man. Theodore now with the puck. Theodore, they can't quite get it out of their zone. We're going to keep crashing. Scheifele finds Kyle Connor. Kyle Connor now with the puck. Gets picked by Perron. We get it up to Zachary Benson. Benson, oh, I tried to dangle there. Didn't quite come off. Scheifele is going to get that thing deep. And, oh, 3:15 to go. It goes out of play. 3:15 to go. We need to win this. I can't jump in and say we win it and give to... I can't blow this myself. I cannot use my jump-in card and then blow it. I have to win this game, boys. Absolutely have to win this one. Benson, on the draw, is going to win it. There we go. We get it to... Oh, we can't get it to him. We do... It does find Carlo. It's going to find Carlo again, who's going to put it back in our own zone by accident. Why is Girard skating so slowly? I don't know. But we'll go up to Matthews, who finds Yamamoto. Yamamoto, I tried to get it back to him. Shirokov, who got his first career playoff goal. Benson, can we get the puck? Yes, we can. We get it out to Yamamoto. Back to Benson. Benson. We'll go over to Carlo. Carlo skates it in. Carlo will stop. Oh, my God, an errant pass. Come on, Luukkonen, you need to come out and get that for me, my guy. I'm pulling him. I'm absolutely pulling him. Benson. Matthews and Benson in on goal. Benson scores! Zach Benson scores with 35 seconds left, and we have tied it. We have tied it. Oh my God, make sure the goalie is back in. He is back in, but Zachary Benson with his first goal this playoffs with a massive one. Nonetheless, Austin Matthews and Benson with a good push. And they get us tied. 35 seconds to go. We now have the second line out there. Beautiful. We'll get that to Peak. Peak gets in. Peak, just skate around with it. There we go. We'll go back to Bean. We've got guys in front. The tip attempt by Cirelli. Oh, the shot. It's in. It's in. I threw it from the corner and it's in. Captain Cirelli with a gritty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. Third goal of the playoffs for Captain Cirelli. What the heck? I didn't think I was going to get it, so I went to check, and then Sorokin chokes it. Oh, my God. Accept the lockdown defense, please. Oh, my God. Cirelli, that was a terrible goal, but I will take it. Holy smokes. We lose the faceoff, though. It's not over. Cirelli slows him down for a bit. There we go. There. Marchment can't keep it in. Whoo, okay. All right, all right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call a timeout. I don't care. I'm getting our first line back out there. Call timeout. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. We're good, we're good, we're good. We got our guys. They pull their goalie. They didn't use the advantage of the timeout. I knew the AI wouldn't. So there we go. They've got an empty net now. We have 37 shots to their 21. Good Lord. Benson! 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 Scores! All alone. Let's go. His second of the playoffs. Zachary Benson with his second of the game. Ices it here. Whoo-wee! What a game from Zachary Benson. That was clutch. Oh, man. He feels so good to play with, too. Like, it's just his skating, his handling, his shot even feels pretty good. He's just one of those players like Matthews. Get off of me. All right, all we had to do was get it in. There we go, Matthews. It's going to go down to Yamamoto. Yamamoto, that's fine. We got 4 seconds. Just circle around with it, Matthews. Oh, I was going to try and get the hat trick there for Benson, but it doesn't matter. We pick up the win in regulation. 3-1, the final score in that period. 3-1, we scored 3. Wow, that's right, it was 2-2. And then we scored the empty netter and the go-ahead goal. Yeah, that was crazy. But 12-5 in shots. What a game. Holy smokes. And now we just need to win one of the next 3. I can't jump in, but we just need to win one of the next 3. That Cirelli goal was insane. Honestly, that Cirelli goal, the fact that that went in, I mean, you'd see that in real life, but I never expected that to go in EA Chell here. So, whew, I'm still a little flustered from that one. But here we go. First period. All right, 1-1, Bean and Achari, who just got traded for Ryan O'Reilly. Oh, no, with Ryan O'Reilly, I believe. Second period, 3-2, Dickinson and Benson on the power play. Hinola gets Winnipeg, keeps them in it. Third period, Chaz Lucius scores, and we're going to another overtime game. And in overtime, it's Ivan Safronov. Man, he just was so mid during the regular season. But holy smokes, he comes in clutch, winning your Honolulu Hammerheads their first ever playoff series in their 4th year as a franchise. And here we go. Plenty of days off. How's the AHL looking? AHL team, what do we do? We won 4-1 into that series. Beautiful. So both teams are advancing to the next round of the playoffs, where we will face the San Jose Sharks. All right, San Jose. What do they have? They've got Couture, Hurdle, Meyer, Eklund, Sam Reinhart, and Kessel. Jujar, Korea, Kerfoot, Kunin, Ben, Wenberg, Nike. Wow, this team's actually worse than the Winnipeg Jets, for sure. Yeah, they still have Erik Karlsson. How many years left on that? Oh, yeah, okay, that's not that bad. But it's a pretty average team. I mean, nothing really jumps out. Yeah, Kappa. This is just a solid, well-built team, but not one that I feel like we should be struggling with. Who did they beat in the previous round? Let's see. I want to see the playoff tree real quick. They beat Edmonton 4-2. Okay, so Edmonton's depth lets them down again. But here we go. We have home ice advantage again. I'm not changing the lines. They worked. We're looking good. Here we go. At home, Shark versus Shark, our Shark rival, the San Jose Sharks. And, oh, God. They started with their 3rd line. Okay. And they get one early. All right. 1-0 after 1. After 2, it's 1-0. After 3, it's 2-0. And Kakinen shuts us out. I can't even complain. They had 36 shots. Luukkonen played great. Wow, 2-0. I did not expect us to get shut out in game 1 of this series. That's okay. We bounce back. We get some goals here in game 2. Let's do it. First period. Oh, my God. 4 straight shutout periods. Second period. Hey, we scored 2. Benson breaks the deadlock, and Matthews scores just before the intermission. But only to tie it. And then in the third period, we are going to lose 4-3 as Eklund. Wow, okay. What is the issue here? What is happening? Benier, Sorelli, Tuck. Yep, I'm moving Kuzmenko up. Actually, I kind of want to move Safronov up. Safronov keeps just scoring. So I'm going to move Safronov up. And Tuck down, and then who's going to play center? I don't know. I guess Alex Tuck is playing center. Beautiful. So we're going to do that. We're going to move Safronov up. He's earned it. And we just need to spark something there after bad games on home ice. Absolutely bad games on home ice. This is a big one. If we lose this one, I don't want to jump into this one, but if we lose it, we're looking not great. First period, though, it's 2-0. Matthews on the power play. Matthews single-handedly trying to keep us in it. Second period, it's 3-0 as Alex Tuck scores on the third line. And in the third period, we close this one out with the Matthews power play hat trick. Wow, so many power plays. The ref's trying to give us this one. And Eklund gets the shorty. But that's the only goal San Jose scored, and we win dominantly on the road. Austin Matthews now with 10 points in 8 games, 6 goals, 4 assists. But a huge, huge win. If we can win this one, I'm feeling good about this series. Those lines, that performance, felt a lot better than the previous 2 games. First period, oh my God, 3-0 San Jose. Second period, it's 5-2. You know what? I don't want to use my jump in on this. If we go down 3-1, we go down 3-1. And in the third period, yeah, we score 1, but Sam Reinhart gets the empty netter. What is not working for us? Oh, wow, the top line got absolutely slaughtered there. I think I'm going to move Safronov back down to the third line where he was doing well. And then I'm going to move Kuzmenko back up. So there we go. Yeah, Safronov, Tuck. Actually, yeah, I'm fine with this. Kuzmenko, Sorelli, Beniers, yeah, they get the +2. And there we go. Safronov was killing it on the third line, so I'm just going to keep him there on the third line and then give that second line their chance again. But everybody is up 3-1. There's no 2-2 series, so we have to win the next 3. We absolutely have to win the next 3. Even it looks dicey, I mean, we're down by 2 going into the third. I may have to use my jump in earlier than I want to. First period, down 2-0. Erik Karlsson and Gustav Nyquist. Second period, it's 2-1. Oh, I don't know if... I want to trust. I so badly want to trust, but I also want to guarantee we get to the next one. We're down. We're down. I'm jumping in. I'm jumping in. We are going to wear the alternates as well. They're going to wear their normal jerseys. We need to outscore them two goals by 2 goals. So, I mean, look at that. We got the advantage in everything. 6 better offense, 2 better defense, and 1 better goaltending. I mean, I don't know how they're doing what they're doing, but San Jose's found some secret recipe. Tomas Hertl just killing it, I guess. It's actually been William Eklund that's been the pain in the butt here. We'll go into the middle. Hertl with a good back check. Timo Meier now. He's going to... I hate when AI does that, when they just turn around. That's my least favorite part of what they do. Yamamoto. Oh, he cut to the net, and I tried to pass it. He tried to be unselfish, but Couture now. We lost the puck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who was that on the... Just stopped on the back check. Yamamoto. What the heck is this? Who do you think you are, my guy? All right, we're going to stop. Shoot. Oh, a good glove save there. We're going to kick it down low. Yamamoto. Shoot that. You know what? We're just going to throw pucks on. Throw pucks on, get bodies down low, and good back check there from Matthews. Benson now with the puck. Oh, God, he's so smooth with it. He's going to get knocked off by Ferraro. I tried to board play there, and it just didn't work. Gerard. Oh, God, Hertl. There we go. Carlo. Board play. Beautiful. Get there, get there, get there. All right, Gerard. Board play again. Board play again. It's going to come loose. Couture. Carlo can't pick that up. Hertl. The shot. Phil Kessel. Can we get it out? All right, we can. We're going to go over to Gerard. Gerard up to who's... Oh, my God. I almost didn't see Couture there. Shoot low. Beniers diving for it, but wasn't able to get there. We do knock the puck off, but Kessel stays with it. He goes for the shot. Gerard. Let's get that thing out, please. Thank you. Let's go across there to Kuzmenko. Beautiful sauce. Back to the middle. Oh, Sorelli was the late man arriving. We'll go down low there. Sorelli now. We stop. Let's go back to the point. Bean over to Peak. We got a guy in front. The good blocked shot there. We find Beniers. The shot. Good save by Kakinen. Kessel picks that up defensively. Merkley now with the puck. Merkley. We are under halfway left in this period. We're going to go. Oh, Reinhardt picks that off. Sorelli. Good poke. And they're offsides. They're offsides. Okay. Yeah, we have to play the third line. I think I'm going to go with the third defensive pairing as well. We just need to get the freshest legs out there. We cannot lose. We cannot lose. I cannot lose this game. Otherwise, we are eliminated. Alex Tuck now on the faceoff. Yikes. This is the one thing I wanted to avoid. But there we go. That's fine. There we go. Let's get that over to Safronov. Safronov, we'll skate across. We'll crisscross. They're lost. Safronov shoots. Ooh, a good cut to the front, though. Safronov on the back door. Tuck couldn't get it there. He does knock the puck off. Kunin. Kerfoot now. We gotta pressure them early. Like the second they cross the line there, we gotta get on them. There we go. Addison. We'll go back over to Pettersson. Pettersson with some wheels. Why not? Pettersson into the middle. Oh, good block there. And a trip by Safronov. Oh, I don't even know how he tripped him, but now, oh, we've got 3 minutes to go and a 2-minute minor to kill. We got to be aggressive on the 2-minute minor. We really do. And of course, we're not going to have our best players out there for this one. Can we win the faceoff, though? Dickinson, he does. Bean gets around his man. Bean skates with it. There we go. We're bringing 3 to center. We're going to go over to Dickinson. Back to Bean. Oh, my goodness. A good poke check, though. Meier. There we go. Dickinson on the forecheck. Will board play. Meier kicks it over to Hertl. Peterka's late on the crash there. They're going to go cross ice. Bean, beautiful. Hertl now with the puck. Good forecheck. Oh, I thought I could steal that puck away. I should have just tried to prevent them from getting it. Reinhardt battles through Bean. He finds Eklund. Luukkonen. Throw that out. There we go. They're down low. They've switched off. Peterka gets around Carlson. To Dickinson. Back to the Peterka. Oh, the puck was loose. Reinhardt now finds Meier. We can't stop too much. There we go. Meier to Reinhardt. Gets tripped. Oh, my goodness. He dives and trips. Come on, Carlson. Put it in your own net. I don't think that they'd even call that a goal. Oh, my God. Now they're just going to pass around with it because they got a... And the one-timer. Oh, my God. Good save there by Luukkonen. But, oh, this is really, really looking bad now. Some of our offensive talent, Safronov, Bean in the box. We have to rely on Beniers, who, yeah, I can't really complain about at all. Beniers now to Gerard. They actually don't have... It's not too bad. A great little sauce. Beniers, his man stops. Beniers shoots. It's in the air. Beniers, can he pick it up? Kessel. There we go. Oh, Merkley's able to pick that thing up, though. Kunin is over to Wenberg. Wenberg stopped by Gerard. Gerard will go over to Addison. Addison skates around his man. There we go. Beniers, I need you, Beniers. We need to be pushing. Beniers! Oh, and he couldn't get it. Kessel was there to make sure that he couldn't get a clean shot off. Kessel now. is going to circle. Ooh, a close-looking pass. Girard, nice. We'll go over to Beniers. Beniers gets around his man. Can he keep going? Merkley? He's tired. We need to get him to line change there. Couture now gets knocked off the puck. Girard will chop that thing up the boards. Couture finds Merkley. Girard. Great defense there by Girard. And we get Safronov back. 1:31 to go in the game. Our playoff lives on the line. Girard couldn't pick that thing up. We'll go back to the point. Cirelli now. Cirelli. Oh, it's cut off. That's okay. Oh, how did I lose the puck? How did I lose that puck? Addison. Can he pick it up? Yes, he does. We'll go into Cirelli. Cirelli. Oh, man, the shot couldn't come off. Eklund now with the puck. He's going to stop and go back with it. Oh, my God. So annoying. Here we go. It works in our benefit, though. The backhander. Oh, I saw him off his line for a second. What are our penalty killing lines? I need to, you know what? We may need to say Benson Matthews, go kill a penalty. Penalty kill. And Beniers, Cirelli. Penalty kill line 2 is Dickinson Peterka, and penalty kill line 3 is penalty kill line 2 no longer Dickinson and Peterka. It's now going to be Matthews and Benson. Zachary Benson. There we go. Put those guys out. I just have to, right? It's absolutely a must at this stage. We're going to put penalty, yeah, beautiful. And we got penalty kill D1 out there. 55 seconds to go. Oh, my God. We're going to have to, we need some magic here, boys, if we're going to stay alive. Austin Matthews on the draw. Austin Matthews gets tied up. Benson pushes it behind. Carlson picks it up. Reinhart now with the puck. Goes over to Eklund. Eklund gets nudged off the puck. He stays with it, though. Matthews gets that poke, but Benson, he's got speed. Oh, he gets nudged off the... Oh, come on, by Eric Carlson, of all people. Eklund. We knock it off of him there. Meyer. Carlson again. Oh, my God, Carlson, you snake. Eklund is going to dangle around. Matthews now with the puck. Move! Everybody move! Come on! 20 seconds to go. Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? You just left. We have 20 seconds to go, and everyone's like, line change. Oh, my God. Oh, it needs to be this rush. We have 20 seconds. It needs to be now. It needs to be now. Matthews wins the faceoff. Beautiful. Up to Benson. Over to Bean. Bean around his man. Bean in tight. Jake Bean. Jake Bean. Jake motherfucking Bean. Let's go. Jake Bean with dying seconds on the clock. Oh, my God, after an icing. Oh, my God, Bean with the power move to the front of the net. Used his speed, and with 12.6 to go, your Honolulu Hammerheads are still alive. All right. Can we pick this puck up? Carlson now. Meyer over to Hurdle. Hurdle knocked it off of him. There we go. Here we go. No. Okay, he went back to the point. They shoot, and that's it. That's all she wrote. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, regulation is over. But now we have overtime. No penalties this time. Please, no penalties. I was pushing last time, but we somehow did it, guys. Somehow did it. And there we go. Overtime has begun. Meyer now. Whoop, I accidentally shot that one, but that's okay. Benson gets nudged. That seems to be a problem. Girard now. Skate with it. Go. Up the boards to Yamamoto. Yamamoto, can we get in? Yes, we can. Yamamoto. Oh, I tried to go to the middle to Matthews. He can't. There we go. There's nobody there. We'll go back down to him. Benson shoots. Ooh. A good look, though. A good area of the ice to be in. Couture goes back down to Ferraro. Ferraro, we poke it off of him. Ferraro, I thought about trading for you. It shows you I respect you a ton. Benson, now with the puck. Benson will stop. There we go. He's able to pull away with it. We'll go to Carlo. We'll go to Matthews. Matthews, oh, he was cutting. Oh, I should say Benson was cutting, and then he stopped his cut. Matthews now. Forechecking Eric Carlson. He's going to find Meyer. He's going to find Hurdle. Hurdle with the toe drag. There we go, though. Oh, my God. If that went in, I would have cried. Matthews, though, will go over to Benson. And I tried to pull it back. Matthews, though. The shot. Kakinen saves it, and we'll make him hold it. We need a line change. Absolutely. Whoo-wee, guys, this is intense. This is awesome. And if we win, we're still down 3-2. So This could all be in vain, but we are not going down without a fight. Absolutely not. Bean, the hero. His shot is tipped. Cirelli down low on Merkley. Merkley is going to kick it. There we go. Beniers. Bean. Bean dangles. Bean. Bean finds him. Oh, Cirelli couldn't get that one to go. Susi, though. He loses it. Here we go. Cirelli. Oh, my God. The double board play. Beniers. Ooh, good shot. Cirelli. Cirelli, low. Oh, Beniers was there. Oh, Beniers was there. But Kakinen with a great rebound control. Oh, my God. We'll get defensive pairing 1 back out there. Absolutely getting defensive pairing 1 back out there. We have our third line now with Alex Tuck. Can we win the faceoff straight back? We can. Carlo. Carlo down to Perron. Perron low and around to Safronov. Safronov gets nudged. He stays with it, though. Safronov battles. Safronov. Oh. Let's get a defensive pairing 2 back out there. I just wanted the offensive pairing 1 out there for that face-off specifically. But this one, 7:30 to go in overtime. Can we get a goal? We've got the offensive pressure here, and we have the momentum. Eklund now. He's been the hero for them. Safronov now. Down the wing. Safronov. Around his man. Safronov to the net. Ooh, Tuck was lurking there. We'll go back to the point to Peak. Peak steps around his man. Peak shoots. Oh, and a good save. Deflected out of play. We'll get line 4 out there. And defensive pairing 3. We need to just buy our time. Our guys are a little bit tired. And I want line 4 out there just simply so that they can go to work. Paterka, Dickinson, and Zaka. Oh, that's actually not too bad of a line for this moment. Zaka, bad pass by me to pass to him there. But Addison, there we go. We've got some looping. The defenseman, oh, there we go. Oh, he picks it up, Addison, in overtime. Picks it up and roofs it. Kakinen was looking off his line a little bit, and we roofed that one and win it in overtime. What a game. What a win. We stay alive. Oh, my God. Look at this. I love that. That's such a cool celebration. Matthews cheering with the rest of the group. Paterka doing the tunnel Laselli. Oh, my God. I love it. Oh, my God. What a goal by Addison, though. Like, this was crazy. Let's take a look at this again. Bean. Oh, God. Bean with the over. Our defenseman coming in clutch, but Addison here, he had a bit of room. And who was that on defense? Was that Merkley? Yeah, Merkley was a little slow getting back, but does nudge him. Kessel, though, picks it up. But he loses handle of the puck there, and Addison picks it up. Paterka was crashing, but Addison picks it up. Oh, my God. Just scoops it back to himself, and, oh, roofs it. What a finish. 44 shots to 21. Oh, man. All right. We're still down 3-2, but that's a huge one. That is a huge one. And now it's up to the AI to win us this one. And I think, oh, God, I don't know what to do here. Maybe I move Zaka up for Perron. Perron is a +5, though. Like, Yamamoto, Benson, Matthews is a minus. Are you serious? Maybe I'll move Cirelli up there and then move Yamamoto down. I think we'll do that and then move Perron back up there. I like that. I'll move Cirelli up there. He's a +2. He's earned it. Kuzmenko's actually a +5, but I think Cirelli's what we need up there on the top line right now. Captain Cirelli playing with Matthews. All right, simulate. Win or go home. For us, for them, they have one more game if they lose this one. First period, 1-1. Zachary Benson. First line, stepping up. Okay, Cirelli helping out. Second period, 3-2 Sharks. Kuzmenko scores, but Caleb Jones and Timo Meyer score for San Jose. It's 3-2 now, and Tomas Hertl makes it 4-2. That may be the dagger. That game might be for nothing. That comeback may have just delayed a power play. Delayed the inevitable with 6 to go. 5, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. No, and there goes our season. Made it one round further than we have in the past, but the San Jose Sharks and their mid-team are going to play the Colorado Avalanche. Oops, don't sim to the draft. But there we go. Matthews did his best. It's Sharks, Avs, Panthers, Capitals, guys. Really, really entertaining playoffs, though. I felt the season was a lot of fun as a whole, but it really picked up here in the playoffs. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This a free for all before we fall. This a free for all before we fall. Took some L's, but I guess you can't win them all.